Hello, my name is Shudley, and welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Jerusalem. In previous episode, we were dealing with a bit of overextension, but that's now mostly under control. So we started yet another war, this time against Ethiopia, and the troops are actually heading north. Might as well go and chase after those, and the Taz's army over here with 3 siege pips general that can be probably dealing with this forfeit. Well, let's do a bit of barrage there to speed things up. Let's go ahead and also stack wipe the enemies in here, hopefully. Should be a pretty easy fight, I mean, especially with undisciplined. Yeah, there we go. That's a fairly good fight. We can go ahead and stack wipe them in here now, I reckon. There's a bit of Somalia's troops on this side of the area as well. Oh, there we go. I've got another Sea of a Cardinal. Go ahead and siege down that area. Popular religion. Train against integrity. Okay, that would increase the clergy's loyalty and influence. Or more missionary strength, and lose a bit of loyalty and influence. You know what, we'll actually go for that one. Because we also wanted to start converting more provinces, didn't we? There we go, that's a quick stack wipe there. Siege of Kaffa is going fairly well. So, first of all, on this war, we needed to get that one. So I guess what we'll do is we'll take essentially all of this. They would actually already take that peace offer. How much money can we take? Not too much, but that would make the war end a lot faster. So you know what, I'll take that. There's still a potential for coalition, but I'm not too worried about it. There's also 2 new gold provinces for us, which is very nice. And we get 50 admin points from that. Oh, actually, that's really handy. So we can core everything. Good. We still have this army over here dealing with a lot of the potential revolutions, so you can stay there, provide the rebel suppression, and then these 2 armies could start heading... Should we do the war against Mara? I mean, that would also call in Somalia, doesn't it? If we fight Somalia, that's Mamluks, Kalimbornu, Mombasa, Pate, and Mara. Okay, so it's probably better to fight Mara, because that brings Ajam and a few other nations, but no need to fight against Mamluks anymore. I mean, the closest thing that they have is, I think, over there, so it's not really much of a problem for us. If I can avoid it, I might as well. But clearing out Ajam would be quite handy. We need to take that war fairly slowly, I reckon. But let's go ahead and bring in 1 army for there, and I suppose the other army could stay in here. We do not really have a lot of fortifications yet in here, so that's something that we might want to fix. For example, set up a fort over there, and then maybe... There's a desert. There's another Highlands province over here, but there's already a fort there, so maybe in Mora, if we get a little bit of development, which should be fairly easy to do, get another fort over there. So that's going to provide a bit of defenses over here while we clear out the back line and then start pushing further. I suppose another... Well, we started the coring over there already. We do not have a fortification over here either. We don't really have the room for that necessarily in this point right now, but let's go ahead and get a few more universities in the meanwhile. Actually, I suppose, well, Sana already has one. Mecca could get one, Medina could probably get another one as well, and then, I mean, no, Darna is over here in a midpoint there, so that can start spreading it through, and Tugurd, no, that's not Tugurd, Chubakt, and goes all the way there. I suppose Anaba could be another one. So a lot of universities underway. Oh, right, and we needed to build another army, didn't we? I suppose we could have 1 army doing rebel suppression in Arabia and the other one in Ethiopia right now. And then we'll have the proper armies. There we go, that's another core completed. We do have the money now to start building up the new army. So let's go ahead and build another one in Jaffa. There's going to be quite a few provinces to build from and pull in from there or into there, but that's alright. We can increase our mercantilism again a tiny bit. We haven't actually put any on becoming the new courier controller. But what do we have on... We've got 84% mercantilism, making quite a bit of money from trade. Over 560 ducats, and oh wow, total income of 929. That is a lot. Trade is pretty large, but also production is starting to get more and more. I suppose there was the extra or increase of value of livestock and wool, so there is that. It does help a bit. So Mara is going to be an enemy. I suppose this army could probably go ahead and get ready to fight Ajam. I don't think there's much in there. We've got our fleet in here, which is still waiting for the heavy ships. We could probably go ahead and upgrade the ships in there. Mostly the galleys, to be fair, but that's probably going to be fairly useful, so we'll wait for a little bit longer before we set out to do this war. But our army is already accumulating in here. Why is there so many Spanish troops in my territory? Are they still fighting? Yeah, they're still fighting against Malacca and all that, but I don't think they can actually reach there right now. So they're sitting in my territory. I mean, sure, if they put down some rebellions in the process, that's fine by me. Can we get some better manufacture? Oh, yeah, actually. The livestock and wool manufacturers are now going to be fairly valuable. So we built in a few, oh, even more of those. Now, is there still the production? Yeah, production efficiency. So if we put one over here, for example, in the Tabriz region, that'll probably give us even more money. So, yeah, we're making pretty good profit thus far. Foreign wisdom. Oh, more mill points. Sure. We could probably root out more corruption. I don't think we actually need to root out more corruption. It's basically staying put right now. I mean, of course, once we reduce the overextension a bit further, then it'll be a bit cheaper as well. Speaking of which, another province will be caught very shortly. Poor vintage. Well, that's not good. We do need to get the admin tech sooner rather than later to get the counting houses. And that is another one. So, Mara, how much development do you have? Not a lot, actually. That's not really going to be much of a problem. I mean, okay, that one could be an issue. Where's the... Oh, the capital is right there. Alright then, so how good is the repairs? We just need a few more months and our ships are ready. Maybe not the new ships that we're building, but everything else. Saxony. No. I'm not going to give you 1,600 ducats. Like, I'll support you in a war, but I won't support you with all my cash. Admittedly, I would be making that back fairly quickly, but still. Ooh, that could be quite profitable in those two provinces. Get a bit more production going. The light of the world. Divinity is the beacon that guides us towards prosperity. Its early representation comes from our exemplary ruler Spocomania II, whose life has been dedicated to the expansion of our faith. Thanks to his persistent efforts, people all over the world are leaving behind their doubtful and erroneous beliefs in the search for the light. Oh, Sosa becomes Catholic. Where the heck is that province? Oh, down here. Oh, well, that's quite handy. That's actually really handy. Well, there seems to be a bit of separatists over here. Well, that's fine by me. Well, I think we might actually get rid of that separatism over there once we declare our war, but that's fine. Got quite a good... Oh, actually, we still have the mausoleum over here being upgraded, didn't we? Gonna speed up the process a little bit. That'll be essentially completed by now. Well, it's gonna be level 2 right now, so that's at least providing a bit more bonuses there. Ooh. I'm going to pay the nobility off. It's going to cost us quite a bit of loans, but the inflation isn't too bad. And we can get these loans paid back in a matter of months. Maybe a year at most, so it's not really that bad. Can't afford paying any of those back quite yet. So how's the ships doing? Okay, the ships have been repaired. So let's get the fleet in here. Blockade any... Oh, Enlightenment has appeared in Constantinople. Well, that is really nice, actually. So, yeah, it's present there. If we have a look at it, it's definitely spreading into surrounding areas, but it's not really in there yet in most of them. I'm sure that that will start spreading from there quite nicely. So, how much would it be costing us to embrace it now? Hard to tell. But it's going to be in the thousands. Like several thousand, so probably not going to be a thing quite yet. Alright, so we got the army over here. I suppose you can get to... somewhere over here in the middle, and then we'll assign you to do the rebel suppression on pretty much all of Arabia. Then we'll probably have one army for Persia and Iraq for the time being at some point in the future, and then we'll have these armies with existing generals that we'll use for fighting, most likely. So we want to have a little bit of troops in the reserve putting... Oh! Sardinia! Oh! Well, I'll be... Guaranteed by Malacca. Oh. I could potentially declare war on them. I think they are still going to be guaranteed by Malacca for a little bit. But how much would Malacca be able to do about this? If I went in there and conquered Sardinia? Probably not all that much. Wait, could I vassalize them? I could vassalize them. Oh. Sure. I mean, it's going to take a while before we can vassalize them, but if we can annex that peacefully, that'd be quite handy. Or start feeding more of Italy to Sardinia. Although we were planning on feeding Italy to Papal States, so that's a bit of a conflict there, I suppose. Oh. Right, well, we've got an army already in there. I suppose we could just go ahead and get rid of it before they get the siege done. Just in time. There we go. Well, that's dealt with. We've got some troops ready, I suppose. So we've got 3 armies ready. I guess we can start the war now. Alright, how about a bit of imperialism? Got a fleet there blockading that, so... Oh, they've got 30 ships there. That's their trade fleet, actually. Let's go ahead and sink that one. And then you... I suppose what I could do... Autonomous sieging on all of these. Is there any mission details? No, not really. So I can't set them to just, you know, go ahead and stomp over the army. Oh, wow. We capture 14 of their light ships here. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and separate these, send them down to Aden to repair there, and then we're going to send the fleet out here. And we'll also capture a few ships in Hormuz. And that reminds me, let's go ahead and start moving towards Ajam. We'll probably annex Ajam entirely. So, who else are we fighting? Sistan, Balochistan. There's more Ajam down there. Oh, I didn't realize that. But yeah, there is more Ajam there. But most of these allies that they have aren't really all that strong. There's nothing in India that we need to be worried about. There we go, we captured another 3 light ships, actually, okay. That's another conversion completed, excellent. We can't pay off another loan yet. We've got 6,000 buckets in loans right now. That's alright. Oh, Spain is fighting Kilwa, Mombasa. You know what, I will join that. So, who exactly are we fighting? Kilwa, Bazooka, Malindi, Mombasa, and Pate. So, all of... oh, right, Kilwa owns all of Madagascar now. Well, we've got a bit of enemies to the south now, I suppose. And we just sank a whole lot of fleets. Wait a minute. Why are our fleets going in... Okay, no, they're just trading around here, so they're not going through here again. There's a lot of New Spain's privateers that are possibly getting sank. I might actually go ahead and... stop the... Oh, there we go. We capture another 4 ships. So I'm going to stop the mission over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just split the troops in half, send the general down that way. Split this one half again and send it over there to Janjiro. We've got 23,000 men over here. Is this one set to... No, it's just sitting in Ulza. Alright then. Let's just go ahead and clear out another 4 over here in the meanwhile. And how we're doing against... okay, Ajam's got 17,000 men over there. Can we catch that? If we force march, we could. It is mountains though, so it's not necessarily going to be easy, but if we can stack wipe that army. We're taking a bit of losses, no doubt, but... oh, right, Great Britain cancelled the military access. They took more casualties than we did, actually. So that's good, and we can stop the force march. We can get this siege done probably fairly quickly. Plus, we've got the troops over here to... Well, we're going to use the navy to do a bit of barrage there. They got... Oh, got a bit more troops in here than I was expecting. Let's send more troops to Shiva. We've got 60,000 men total in here. Truce at Timurus has ended. Go ahead and get these armies combined, so that should be enough. Oh, actually, it's not even enough to seize down that. Okay. Alright then. Well, first of all, I wanted to reduce the army or the area that you need to cover. If we remove that one... There we go, so that removes all of it. So you'll mostly focus on the Ethiopia side of things, then we'll have this one... Keep Arabia clear of rebellions. Singly speaking, you probably take over the Iraq side of things at least, and a bit of Persia. So this army can be sent down south. We do... Oh. Right, there we go. That's siege done on the enemy capital. We could probably... You know what? No, we'll start investing a little bit in getting the career controller again. We've got 25% chance right now. That'll probably change a little bit in the future. We'll pay off another loan. So they got a lot of troops in here, but I suppose with 2 armies we should be able to clear that out fairly easily. And this siege is probably going to be done soon. We got the ticking war score on the Mara Imperialism War at least. So that will be quite easy, I reckon. There we go. That's another siege done. Another core on in Iraq. I'm guessing we don't have too much overextension. No, we really don't. Ajam, I don't think you're willing to take the peace deal yet. At least not to that extent. It's going to be quite a bit of aggressive expansion. So yeah, that might have to wait, but that's going to be the areas that we take from you. Once we take from you, and then maybe a little bit of money on top of that. Oh dear, we lost Spike. Wasn't he the... Oh, he was the leader over here, okay. I was going to go into Janjiro for a brief moment. Well, actually, I suppose we can go over here. We'll get a new general. 6213 for that there, so that's going to be quite good. Decent bit of the politics. Oh, there we go. Stop process there, and this one's moving in a little bit closer. We'll probably be bringing this to Shiva to speed up the process on the siege. Oh, Imperialism Yaka, alright then. So that's a new nation somewhere. Or someone that we just discovered probably over here. Oh yeah, they've been there, but we've not been aware of them. So Kill was sieging down a bit of stuff in the Spanish held lands there, but that's alright. Mara is almost fully sieged down. And so it's Ajam. Well, Ajam's western areas here. They've still got some stuff over there in the east, but that's going to be a bit harder to get to. Probably not impossible, mind you, but it would take a bit more dedication. There is the fortress down here that they're probably going to go and try sieging. If they manage to do that, that's going to be a fort that I need to then siege down. Bit of a shame, but it happens. There we go, that's another siege done. I'm probably just going to go ahead and bring this one down to help fight off the Somalian troops. We've got 64,000 men over here now. Let's use the artillery barrage. There's a bit of a blockade going in here now that we've pushed Ajam out of there. So Ajam, would you be willing to take the peace deal yet? Nope. Alright then. Well, in that case, we can move through Timurids. So we could probably go ahead and well, actually, Sistan, that's going to require more troops than what we can provide, I think. Yeah, it's got quite a garrison. And it seems like almost everyone has taken the defensive ideas now, so that I can't siege down things. Alright then. No, actually, we can go and siege down the Balochistan capital. If we can piece those out, then we can move over here and siege down Kabul and Kish and push Ajam out of the war. So the de-siege that one. I don't think they've got the guts to actually attack me over here in Shiva. Especially when we've got more troops on the way to the vicinity. Oh, and we've got a lot of cash right now. We could... Oh, we could upgrade the Parthenon. Oh, there we go. We just capture another... Oh, that was a galley, actually. But yeah, we could upgrade this one now to... No, actually, we're not going to upgrade that yet. We're going to pay off more of the loans. In fact, we have no loans now. So a lot less interest being paid. Oh, wow. We're close to 1,000 income. Total income, that is. So that's pretty decent. Probably not going to go down much either. Oh, there we go. Now that we've got the fort in Mora, the Zila is auto-siege down. We could probably go ahead and bring in another army. So Taz does have 3 siege pips. We've got 3 siege pips on 2 of the generals here already, so that's not really going to speed up things. And we've got the max amount of cannons in here already, so I guess we'll just wait on that siege. We're going to go to Hargeisa. And maybe start doing a bit of sieging down on the Somalian side of things. There we go, that's a lot of coring done. How's the admin points? Still need to get quite a bit more. I suppose we also haven't embraced the institution yet, which is probably going to be fairly expensive. It's started spreading a bit to... or a bit more into places. Not in Tunis yet. But it's in Athens, Constantinople, and... Pudavendigar. What about Jerusalem? That's 55, almost 56%, so at least it's spreading in there. Although not very quickly. What about Sana? Is that 44 or 42%? Okay, so that's going to take us still a few whiles to be completed. Oh, they managed to get some troops back in here. Alright then. Well, if they de-siege some of this area, that's fine. We've got the fort over here, so they can't really go through that one to siege down some of the other areas anyway. Plus they got a bit of stuff on the island there. But yeah, I suppose Ajam is going to be the first one that will siege down. How's the... Oh, there we go. Karan is going to be sieged down fairly soon. That's probably going to allow us to get a white peace with the Balochistan, I hope. In the meanwhile, the war against Kill, I mean, we probably sank a... Well, we've sank 6 ships or so. Well, 3 ships, apparently, they've lost. And I'm technically speaking not lost any troops on that war yet. On the other hand, on the Mara war, I've lost quite a bit on attrition. Not so much on actual fighting, though. There we go. We've got 14% chance of winning this siege. Can we pull this off? Hey, there we go. Karen was a successful siege. Let's just go ahead and get out of here. And Balochistan, would you take a white piece? You would. Would you be willing to... Okay, war operations, a bit of money. That's fine. That's one enemy out of the war. And now you're black flagged. There's a few more cores completed. I guess we'll get to the Ajam's territories, and then we're going to maybe try going through again. Oh, right, Sistan is a different nation. Right, well, Balochistan is at least out of the war. So that's one less enemy. Get more conversions going down in Ethiopia. So a lot of this area is already Catholic, and Catholics make... Well, I wonder... Well, I suppose it's not really a wonder that a majority of the area over here is mine. I mean, Italy is actually almost fully Catholic now. But there's a lot of Reformed in Austria, and then the northeastern Germany and Poland are Protestants, as well as the Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. And Anglicans, of course, in the British Isles. A lot of... oh, right, actually, a lot of that isn't really converted yet in America. But yeah, America is almost exclusively Spanish. And, well, North America and South America is pretty much exclusively Portuguese. So both of them got quite strong colonies, I dare say. Go ahead and send this army to clear out the enemies over there. There should be a stable government. Yes, but we'll spend a bit of prestige on that. Come on, 28%. Oh, Russia's showing discontent. It's a bit of unrest, but it's not too bad right now. I'm not too worried about it. I suppose another thing that I could be doing is getting a little bit of that's defensiveness production modifiers. Increase these buildings wherever we can. And then, well, manpower and sailors modifiers, that might be a bad one either, to be fair, to increase at least a little bit. I mean, admittedly, our max manpower isn't too shabby, 240,000. Almost 250,000. Ooh, there we go, that's another core done. Still needs to be converted. And once the conversions are assigned to be completed, we can start adding more provinces into the trade company in here. Not that we necessarily have to, but we can. Oh, we're making 622 ducats from trade now. Oh boy. And production is making about... Oh, there we go. So we could, in fact... Oh, right. It's actually not 1,000 yet. There's a bit of the spoils of war here. And a few other things that we're getting, which are not... Oh, there we go. Trading in wool, ship cost minus 5%. And trading in gems, yearly inflation reduction 5%. Alright then. Now, could we just win this siege already? They are deserting already. And the enemy over here is just pulling back. They've got 6,000 men over there. They've got 27,000 men over here, actually. I could probably go ahead and stack wipe that army, or at least attack them. And then maybe push them out. Portugal announced me as a rival. Well, that's too bad for them. I don't think I'm going to give military access to all the other nations right now. They don't really need to go through my lands, but let's be honest. Yeah, but that's quite a few conversions completed. Hey, Siege of Shiva completed. And we won the Sistan and Ajam armies in here. I suppose they're pulling away from here, I reckon. Or they might be going somewhere more in the middle. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one back. So Ajam, would you be willing to take the peace deal now? No. Alright then. And Sistan and Somalia probably don't want truces quite yet either. We've got 64,000 men in here. I think, well, it is Highlands, but we'll attack there regardless. We've got fairly good generals. We probably have a bit better troop quality than what they have. If we don't, then we might lose a bit of battle in here, but I'd say that we've got much better discipline, which got better tactics, we got better morale. So I think we are going to win this. Yeah, there we go. Took a decent bit of casualties ourselves as well on the front line. But at the same time, they look more casualties in total. Where are they going? They're probably going through the area. So which one? You can stay back. We'll send this one down to Dewaro to at least keep that sort of occupied. And then that's going to be siege again. You know what? Let's go ahead and sack wipe the Mara troops there. Revolt and Alza. Well, we've got troops that are going to be dealing with that one. Where's the... Oh, right. That's the siege down. Well, that's fair enough. Right, how much more do we need to embrace the institution? 7,000 ducats, okay, that's not really that bad. Ah, right, Adrianople was the next province that got it. Okay. It's going to be spreading over here probably fairly quickly. Probably also near Athens, and Rhodes has it already as well. Okay, so that's spreading it a bit further. Jerusalem is still about 2/3 of the way done. Oh, Imereti's got it present, okay. Well, it just started spreading in there into surrounding areas. Trebizond is 77%. That's pretty decent. We can't upgrade that one. And I don't think we can make... Yeah, no, we need to actually make that into a state before we can upgrade that one. So, Mara, no, you're not giving me any provinces that I want, so no deal. Kallenberg, no, I'm not gonna give access to Denmark, or, well, enemies of Denmark either, really. I don't really need to worry about wars that far away. Increased demand of satin, oh. Alright then, that's gonna be a bit of extra production. Another conversion successful. Right, let's send these to Devaro. So we do need 36 regiments to actually start sieging it down, but that's alright. We'll get that done soon enough. We've got 4,000 ducats already to spare. So just a few more months. Ooh, trading in life. So cavalry costs minus 10%. That's actually quite handy. Although we don't build that much cavalry anymore, let's be honest. But it's still good to have. Okay, there's quite a bit of troops in here, but now we've got the fort in Sidamo and we've got the fort in Mora. So they won't be able to go too much around anymore into here, at least. We've got a lot of troops there, but that's probably not going to save them. Let's go ahead and do a bit of artillery barrage. And knowledge sharing from Papal States. That's going to be a bit expensive, but actually I think it's worth it. Because that's going to allow us to get more provinces with the institution faster. And the cost of itself isn't too bad in the end, but if we can get Jerusalem with the stuff a lot faster, okay, it's going to be pretty good speed there now. Almost 3 points per month, so yeah, within a year it'll be present there. Of course, by that point we may have already embraced the institution, let's be honest. So, they don't have the troops in here. I don't actually know where they went. Probably just retreated. So, Ajam, are you willing to take the peace deal yet? Probably not. No, not yet. They do still have a bit of military strength somewhere. So I guess they're clinging to hope that they might be able to keep me at bay. I'm just going to go ahead and send in the heavy ships we have over here to blockade the station at Hormuz. And then we're going to send this one down south to help in Somalia. Austria wants to go through my lands. No, screw you, Austria. Oh, 999. Yeah, we're pretty close to the 1,000 ducats. But not quite there yet. Of course, one of the things that we could probably do is get a little bit more manufactories underway. And also, how close are we getting the admin tech? Not that far off. Actually, at this point, I might want to put the focus... Well, we can't do that yet for another 5 years. We could actually upgrade the advisor, though. Get a bit more admin points. Mara, no. I'm not going to take your peace deal yet. I'll approach you when I'm ready to do a peace deal with you. That's a mountain for that. Could be actually quite handy to have. There we go. That's another province converted. So now if we have a look at the religious map mode, yeah, the Catholics are written over there because there's a lot more heading down south. I mean, there's a decent bit over here as well, but yeah, Mediterranean is mostly ours. Oh, right, Sardinia, how's the relations with you? It's not the best. But let's say if we were to influence you, it's going to be another 25. And then we just need to get a little bit more to vassalize you. But you would take the vassalization, then we can just annex you later on, or maybe we can try getting some more land for you somewhere down the line. But yeah, if we just vassalize you, that'd be quite handy. There we go, Sanar's been converted, so that's yet another province taken care of. So Doaro, is this one heading anywhere? I mean, it's 21% chance of winning the siege already. It's level 8 forward, so it's nothing... Oh, there we go, that's a victory. That's Highlands, that's Highlands. They're spreading out their troops a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and attack in Ogaden. We'll probably catch some troops there. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a good call. Oh. Oh, we lost an admiral. Oh no. Well, we don't actually need another admiral right now. I mean, it's the admiral down... Actually, it's not the admiral down there. It's the admiral over here that we lost. In that case, maybe we do need a replacement of that soon. Although we can probably go on without one for the time being. Save it, but oh, actually, we've got a lot of Diplo points right now. I didn't even realize that. Alright then, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of development real quick. There we go. Well, that's been a little bit of the points at least, and now we've got a total of... right, almost 3,800 development. Well, that's pretty decent. That'll probably increase our income a decent bit as well. And we don't actually need to... Oh, right, yeah, well, the interest per annum, inflation reduction, all that, that could be quite handy. Take those. So we got a bit of a victory over here. Actually, we beat down a lot of their troops. Some of the troops must have escaped further south already. Just going to go ahead and send this one up north a little bit to siege down a few other areas, and then this army could probably start heading to Berbera. So I'm expecting that Somalia would probably want a peace deal soon. What we're going to take from them is going to be at least these three. How much is... That's only 10%. So we could probably take the Fort in Devara at least. That seems like it would be quite handy to have. I suppose we do want to have quite a bit of land from them. Maybe we could just take over this entire state. That's 25% overextension. That's not too bad. A decent bit of war score, but that's manageable. It's only 106... Oh, right. 130 admin points a core, everything. So that's not too bad. What about Ajam? They are now medium enthusiasm, so they probably wouldn't take the peace deal yet. No, they wouldn't. But they are getting closer to it. To accepting the fact. And Spain's got some more troops to walk through, I guess, Somalia to start sieging down. Is it Partey? Yeah, probably. Gilwa is already low enthusiasm. We haven't taken their capital. Oh, wow. Spanish South Africa has been sieged down pretty thoroughly, though. My goodness. There we go. Ogaden's been sieged down. We could probably go ahead and send this army to Ghetto. Start sieging it down. I mean, at least keep it occupied. Mara, I'm not going to give you that peace deal yet. Ooh, there's a bit more places that we could upgrade, but we're not going to do those yet. Right, no peace deals yet, as far as we can tell. Can we now take the... No. Right, so we're not actually that far from getting the monthly income. I suppose it doesn't take the spoils of war as an option at all, I think. That might be the case. You do have another 14 cannons there, so we've got 3 generals with 3 siege pips each. That ain't too shabby. I'm just going to go ahead and send this one down south to siege down Ghetto. And from there we can then get towards the capital, into Mogadishu. And we'll just have this army as a bit of a threat against the enemy. This one's actually going to be lost. Unless we move this one to Tokti. Okay, Somalia is low enthusiasm now, but they would not take the peace offer yet. They have a lot of mill points. Corrupt connections. We'll take it a little bit corruption. It's going to be paid off fairly quickly. Or removed fairly quickly, let's just say. I reckon that paid off sounds a lot like corruption. So, we could get the Enlightenment. Let's actually go ahead and do a slightly bit of development real quick. And now if we embrace it. Oh, it is present in Jerusalem at least, so that's good. That means that we don't need to pay for that anymore. That should be removed pretty soon. Actually, I think now. Ooh, Imereti changed the coal. Aha, and knowledge sharing ends. We could be the first one to get the mill tech. But Imereti, so could we get a... Oh yeah, we can get a furnace. There we go. That'll be quite nice, but with that, we are actually out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.